It's a risky move that one daredevil's willing to take, walking a tightrope over Niagara Falls. And here with a preview is ABC's Josh Elliott. He's live at Niagara Falls, so you can tell why it's nice and loud in the background there. Hey, Josh, now listen. Nik Wallenda, who we've had on the show before here in town, and so I watched this and I want to bite my fingernails off watching him or thinking about him wanting to tackle this stunt. How daring really is it?
It's as big an event as I think most of us have seen in our lifetimes. You cannot understate that. This is an incredibly treacherous endeavor. So treacherous, in fact, that the governments of the U.S. and Canada got together to outlaw it over a century ago. And it took Nik over 2 years of mostly appeals to governmental bodies just to be allowed to do this. Now, he did appeal saying, I am a professional. If there's anybody to do it, I am the man. He is allowed for every safety concern. His teams have been here making this as safe as it can possibly be, but still, with the number of variables and the number of elements, including a microclimate unto itself as those falls rush over the lip and plunge 200 feet down, again, he's the man to do it, but there are not many walking the earth who are.
Will he be tethered at all?
He will be. He will be wearing a safety harness. It was part of the negotiations, and he very reluctantly agreed to it. We at ABC wanted to make sure that families could gather, parents and children, in their living rooms and watch this together. Every safety scenario has been allowed for, but I want to make it plain. The walk he will do across that wire is the walk. The tether he's wearing will not change that one bit. If anything, he has said, you're going to make it harder on me because it's something I've never done before. It's just one more variable that he's added to, again, an endeavor that a lot of people are going to look and think, this is crazy, this is impossible. For Nik, however, this is what he believes he was born to do.
Yeah, he does. And I saw your interview with him on GMA, I think it was yesterday. And, you know, the wind, the incredible focus he has to have. You tried it on like 2 inches off the ground and couldn't do it. This guy is amazing.
I can tell you, it does. You think when we saw it being strung in Times Square, a few inches off the ground, and yeah, what is it, a few feet? I'll get 4, 5, 6 steps, right? I mean, you're just gonna have to walk. It's all you got to do. No way. And not only is it difficult to walk across a tightrope, it's much harder to walk across a rope that's slack. And this is, in fact, this is a slack wire. You could not string something tight all the way across that canyon. So it's just another of the variables that he'll have to allow for. Interestingly as well, all I had to do was look at pavement a few inches underneath me and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They tell you think, oh, don't look down, don't look down. Nik Wallenda is going to be looking down at the 700,000 gallons of water rushing over those falls per second. He says he wants to allow for every variable as best he can. Think of the mental fortitude that requires to not allowing for how physically taxing it will be to walk 1,500 feet.
No, it absolutely exhausts me to think about it. That's enough. So when can we watch the countdown? When can we watch this whole thing happen?
All right, buckle up, get your pen and papers ready. 8 o'clock Eastern, you're going to want to be here with us at ABC because we'll be counting down through the 20 top mega stunts of all time. You figure when he is successful, and he'll be successful tonight, but when he is, he'll be high on that list. But we want to take you back to the days of yore, the days of Evel Knievel leaping canyons and rivers, and really lend a perspective to what he's trying to achieve tonight and the sense of legacy that he'll carry over that wire. At 9 Eastern, you're going to get to know him and his family and that legacy he'll carry with him over that wire, a legacy unfortunately touched by tragedy, and it is all prologue at 10 Eastern tonight to Nik's first step into history, into the record books on his way here to Canada.
Good job, Josh. I have chills. I appreciate it. We'll see you then tonight. Thanks so much for being with us.